Going live off the grid. Hello. G'day folks out there. Hey, enjoying the apocalypse. Yeah, sorry about that. It was Australia's fault, Well, CCP owned Australia. And, they told our Premier what to do and how these masks will make everyone look subservient, and it's a great idea. And now America's following the same suit, and now England and UK and every Western world and even non-Western worlds. And yeah, so I've been banned on my other channel, the Rottman one, which, at the moment I haven't won because they've blocked me. And you know why they blocked me? Well, for two reasons. I got 2 strikes for 2 different videos, right? The first video I got striked for, within seconds of the other, was the first one was one I did about the lockdown, Daniel Andrews. I did a bit of a mock, of all the thug brutality cop arrests over the last year. This woman being choked by a cop ruthlessly. It was like this cop was just fucking mad. He just wanted to choke her to death. Would not let go of her fucking throat for... Anyway, it's a horrific video. I think, a lot in Australia saw it. I just spliced together a whole heap of different ones, and I did it to Benny Hill music. And then I had the police commissioner of Australia. Victoria runs Australia now, actually. Prime Minister answers to our state senator Anscrews, Dunny Anscrews. And sorry, I've really been feeling very low energy lately. No matter what I do, what I eat, how many vitamins, and it's because 5G's up and running here in this tiny little fishing town that's fucking an hour from the main town. It's all running, and ever since they've put it up, sending me messages. Oh yes, Optus will now get good reception. Within the next few weeks, we're setting up a new system where you will get better reception, and we will be working on it more too. Ever since then, I've had no energy. Fucking Apple phones, evil. Anyway, back to being banned. I digress like Richie from Boston. Oh yeah, I heard he got taken down. Good. Just an idiot. Anyway, I digress. Banned. First strike video. Yeah. That video I got struck for. Right. At the end, right, I will admit I had the state police commissioner of Victoria. He looks like Wiggum, from and and the cop from South Park. He looks like both of them. Anyway, he actually does. Now look, I've always imagined people, because I'm a cartoonist. I've always looked at people and all my friends and people I know, and I've seen the animal side of them. And I've often done my friends as animals, in cartoon form. And this police commissioner looks like a pig. And so did the former one before him, Nixon. God, did she look like a pig? And it's not just because they're fat. They got these funny little pig noses. I mean, they look like pigs, I got a mate in town. He reminds me of a bird, He's got this little funny way of head jerking, and he eats real funny, like he's pecking. And, I I'm not being, well, it's not racist, it's animalist or something. Anyway, there must be a new word for it because that was hate speech. You know, all I did was pig sounds while he was talking on the platform, you know, after Dan Andrews spoke. No, I can't mention that. No, fuck. Algorithms. No, I didn't mean that. I meant dunny and screws. And, yeah, got taken down. I got banned in all countries. Hate speech, cyberbullying. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I wore it. You know, I go, yeah, I suppose I was mocking the police guy by doing pig sounds when he's talking. Dubbed him well, actually. It was like every grunt moved to his mouth. Anyway. But the funny thing is, I already got fucking striked and banned and the video taken down by YouTube, banned in all countries 2 months ago. It wasn't existing on my YouTube site. They'd actually taken it off. Yeah, I uploaded on BitChute, but that's not to do with anything here or there. So, you know I'm talking to myself, but, you know, just had to get this video out about how ridiculous this new purge on YouTube is. I mean, a video that already taken down, it's left the platform. It's not there anymore, and yet they strike me again for it, and yet no one can see it. It's not even on private. It's not there in my YouTube at all, and yet suddenly they strike me for it. Then seconds later, I got struck for a video I did 5 years ago. Fuck, I need a bit. I should have told some people I was going to go live on my old backup channel. No one's here. This is sad. And yeah. Anyway, I've been going 7-11 minutes. And my dad died on 9/11. 4 or so years ago, which was good. Not good he died, but good that he died on 9/11, 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. He's in Queensland. I couldn't get there. Tried to get a loan to get a plane trip for me and my sister to visit him. I was with a phone company called Telstar, one of them. Anyway, it was an Indian company, I realised, and what happened was the Indian company got scammed by another Indian company that took over all their customers, saying that Indian company's phone company had merged with another company and that now they'd be all us 46,000 Australians who signed on with them would be transferred over to this new system. Suddenly we're paying like, $20, $30 phone deal. Suddenly they've put it up to from 20 to 30. I said, what? I don't use $30 phone in fortnight. Then suddenly they put it up to 40 and I go, no, I didn't agree to this. What the hell's going on? And then suddenly they said, if you do not pay this, it's now gone up to $60 and every fortnight you don't pay this, we will charge you. And I said, go fuck yourself. They already switched the phone off, by the way, because I refused to pay the bill when they put the price up. And, I didn't hear from him for 2 years. And then suddenly I get a bill for $3,500 for a service of a phone that they disconnected 2 years ago, that they'd scammed me, they'd put the price up, and they also got me blacklisted from getting a loan from my bank, from any bank. And so when I went to get the loan, they just put this blacklist in because I told them to fuck themselves. So I guess they thought, let's get him back. We'll put him on the bank blacklisting thing, even though we're a corrupt Indian company that Australia shouldn't even be letting, Australian government, 46,000 Australians got ripped off by this company, but we're going to blacklist all of them from getting any bank loan. And that's what fucking happened to me, right? I got blacklisted by this company. And, 2 days from getting to see my father. And, 3 days later, my brother rings me up. He's in Queensland, puts Dad on the phone. He's been in a coma for, I don't know how long. He said all morning he's been hanging on. He's been going in and out. He's thought he's died a few times, but it's like he's waiting. And then me and my sister talked to me dad, and we were telling him we loved him. And, he let out a sigh and died very, very peacefully. My brother was going, I can't believe it. It's like he was waiting for you, because me and my sister are the ostracised part of the family. We left the Jehovah's Witness cult, and my brother's still in it. And fortunately, my dad left the cult 10 years before he died, but he got Alzheimer's, so he thought he was in Scotland, let alone being in a cult. So that was sad. But the good thing was, I know when he died on 9/11, because I've been obsessed by 9/11 for so long, that, what a date to choose to die, I mean, that was good. That was a good thing. But the bad thing was this fucking corrupt company that ripped me off. I mean, they ripped me off hundreds and hundreds before I fucking quit for them. I kept paying bills going, okay, can you please connect me again? Yeah, and because of them, I never got to see my dad, before he passed away. Like, it's what this country's like. And our government, our consumer affairs, they don't give a fuck. I mean, it's probably an Indian company, but it's actually ran by a Chinese organisation, because everything fucking like this is owned by China. China's the main thing destroying this country, besides our fucked up politicians who all got rich from making deals with them. They're the main. China's like Ferengi, they see opportunity, business, it's all enterprise. And, they get these weak-ass, piss-weak, fucked-up politicians who run countries like Australia, New Zealand, New Guinea, Venezuela. You mentioned it, all these little tiny islands that countries have taken over by getting them into debt, and saying, no, we own your parts, and now we own the Pacific Ocean. Now we can wage war whenever the fuck we want. But, I shouldn't talk too loud, because I've got some... I've actually got some Chinese friends next door that just come up for the weekend. They own the empty block next to me where the kangaroos are. And they're here cleaning up their block for a weekend. They're hardly ever here. They live in Melbourne. He's a baker. Really nice people, And when I'm talking against China, I'm not talking about the people of China. I'm talking about the fucking government, just like I do with all the prick governments, the ones in Australia. Australia's a beautiful country and beautiful people, but there's the few cunts that make it fucked for us. They're in Parliament, and anyway, banned from YouTube, and like the subject matter I was doing in the video they really nailed me on for 5 years ago was very controversial. In fact, I don't even know how I made it. Hey, King Sweet! Oh shit, someone's here. Wow, you found me. Just raving on here by myself, buddy. Sir King Sweet. Hail to the Queen and all the royals, eh? Those reptilians. Anyway, like that has been Richie from Boston, I digress. Back to banned 5 years. Yeah, the movie, I haven't even looked into it, but the movie, it was a UK movie called Angel. There was another actor name. I forgot what it was. And, oh God, the story was like, wow, how did these directors get away making this movie? This is exposing everything in UK politicians, pedos, prime ministers. It was fucking full on. But the storyline was this young girl, she's such a lovely girl, skipping along with her little friend in the woods, away from all her other classmates, and then she slits her throat. And you go, what the fuck? That's how the movie starts, right? Little girl slits another little girl's throat. Anyway, turns out this girl is actually being passed around by people in politics, you know, in Whitechapel and all that. And they all dress up and they have their clown parties, you know, and her grandmother or auntie forces her to go downstairs to where all these evil men are having parties. It's very dark. I mean, it's a hard movie to get through, you know. When you watch it, it's like so icky. But the same fact that it's like people got to know this is real shit. And, yeah, this little girl getting abused by priests, politicians, prime minister, and all that stuff. When she grows up, she becomes a serial killer, you know. She, the priest gets it. He's one of the first. And people in government are worried because they know what they've done to her and they don't want her to go to trial for being a serial killer. So what they do, they let her get away with all the serial killing, and they get this other madman, some Russian guy in jail, and they get him to admit to all the serial killings, and he's going, oh yeah, I killed all of them, because he's killed so many people anyway, he don't give a fuck. You know? It's like, yeah, there's the patsy. They covered up this girl, and yeah, and this reporter's trying to follow the story, and she works out the whole plot, you know. Oh, this girl's involved. She's a serial killer. Prime Minister screwed her. I'm going to blow the lid off this. And she goes to her politicians and says, yep, that's it. I'm going right now to the newspapers to tell the story on this. And then at the end, this sniper's there. Yep, take her out. You know, story never gets out, you know. And I haven't looked into that movie since then. It was like 5-6 years ago that movie was made. And for all I know, it was banned, actually, because it was so like, wow, you know, it's almost like Jimmy Savile was going to appear in it with the Royals. It was a really dark but truth-telling film. And all I did was a little review. I sort of spliced it up and did a little bit. I never spoke it. I just put little subtitles in it. Yeah, this is what's going on, really, you know. Wow. Anyway, 5 years ago, I'm banned for 2 months, uploading, going live on the Rottman one. Yeah. So there you have it, guys. The purges began. No matter what person you are, who you are, how small you are, you know, if you touch a certain subject, you're over target, and they're gonna, the algorithm, all that spots you going, hang on, this guy's talking about a prime minister being a pedophile. Well, guess what, folks? This politician just come out in Parliament in Canberra the other day, talking about that very thing in Australian politics, how all these pedophiles in Australian politics, let alone all the other areas of celebrities and shit, you know, have been uncovered, have been found out being pedophiles, including a judge, you know, a prime minister, all these others, right? Now, this politician was talking, saying he's got all the documents. These documents have been signed by judges and that to not be open for 90 years. And he's saying, why? Why should they be not, you know, how can this even be a law? And he wants to expose them all, you know. And I mean, wow. I'm actually starting to see this, that there are some good, a few good men. You can't handle the truth, cunt. Yeah, because that's what it's about. There's a very few good men in politics, and they don't like the bullshit and the abuse that's happening against kids. This politician was talking about the family law court, how it's an absolute disgrace because it's all for it's all a money-making machine, you know. They don't care what happens to the kids. The kids are the fucking last thing they fucking care about. It's all about money and allotting the kids to whoever's going to have the best payout. Oh, it's just... I've been through the family law court, you know. I went through with a family I saw going through it, and I saw how they were twisting everything, making, you know, both sides into the enemy, and I was trying to tell them what. Anyway, that's another story for another day. The family law court. I never had to, you know, but I got brought in as a witness for a few things, you know, and that's another story for another day. About how I learned another side of the corrupt system, let alone the pharmaceutical system, and you know, so many systems I discovered in the 90s, let alone now. You know, I was speaking out against fucking aspartame and Diet Coke in the 70s and fluoride in the water in the 80s, and yeah, but I've always been called a nutcase, you know. And it's chemtrails in the last decade, and now it's well, you know, masks. King Sweet, sir, why don't you say anything, buddy? Where are you? Just popped in. Anyway, I guess people watch this later. I'll retitle it maybe to the Rottman One Band, because then a few people know me out there. But as Koala Ken off the grid, well, I'm not off the grid really. I'm not. I was off the grid there. I was in the bush, living with snakes trying to kill me every day. And oh god, the fucking cell tower and the satellite dome there was killing us. All my dogs, you know, I lost like 5-6 dogs. My landlady lost 18 dogs the whole time I was there, 15 years, and a horse and a cow and a few sheep and many chooks. Very cursed land. Anyway, what I'll do in 2 months, I'll post this up on the other one, because not many people come here. I don't blame them. I haven't been here for 2 years or something. And back when I started this channel, I would have put all my content on here, but I was on such shit internet, it would take like 8 hours to upload a movie back then. You know, like, it was mental. You know, a movie that went for 5 minutes would take like, you know, 6 hours. Have I got any? No more cones left. Oh, you're not allowed to smoke in Australia. Oh, no. Oh, no, you got to listen to government. The government's full of pedophiles, yeah. You know, smoking's such a bad thing, but raping children, oh, that's acceptable, you know. Fucking mongrels, the way they're sticking up for pedophiles. A fucking prick that raped a girl from the age of like 7 till 11. Yeah, used to use drugs for autism on her to get her so she couldn't move, and rape her for all them years. And yeah, when he went to court, oh no, because he's some sort of prominent figure in the community, he got sentenced 3 years jail for destroying this little girl's life. And yeah, let out just the other day after 2 years, you know. 2 years jail. You know, I know people have done more time for marijuana, you know. Insane. Someone did 10 years I knew for marijuana, you know. Like, anyway, we all get that. No money in marijuana, lots of money in child trafficking. That's why they hated Trump, because child trafficking, he was destroying their business, stopping it, you know. Like all these Bidens and Hillarys and Bushes and Obamas, you know, they were going broke. They were going fucking broke because they weren't able to traffic children anymore. And I know it sounds sort of conspiracy theory, but I fucking know it's true because I've seen how it works. I've seen it. I've seen who runs the brothels in Melbourne, and they're linked to cults, you know. Like, yeah, mafia, cults, they all get in together. And then the cops are in on it to cover it up. Oh, yeah, we'll turn a blind eye to all this. Yeah, I tried to expose it a while back, but, I'll say a while back, 20 years ago, and, yeah, tried to expose the cult, tried to expose the mafia, tried to expose it. Anyway, I nearly got killed for it, Pat. What it says in the Bible, the truth shall be, you know, the you know, will expose the lies, and yeah, that happens too. You're fighting against evil, you know. When you are, God's on your side, you know. And when you seem like, you know, whatever you say, whatever you do, no one believes. You're trying to convince people, and then suddenly one day, it's like it all gets exposed for what it is, and you won. That has happened to me, but not lately. About the masks and the backs and the gates. I don't know where to. I've tried to expose shit all my fucking life, actually. But I got out of the J-Dub cult, yeah. Next 10 years, I tried to get everyone out. I have been a truther, as much as, you know, I hate the word, but in fact, truther sounds better than conspiracy theorist, because, you know, truth does set you free. And the truth never runs away. The truth never hides. Truth stands up to scrutiny. And that's it. I think I got visitors. Someone's coming over for a bomb, I think. Or it could be just a big, giant, sneaky pit bull running around the backyard there. I can't introduce me dogs to him because he'll tear to shreds. So, anyway, this is my live stream, first one in 2 years on. I mean, I'm a bit better than I used to be. But look at some of the old live streams, it was like far out. But yeah, here's Off the Grid Koala Ken. Rottman 1, alias, you know, lots of things. But yeah, one day I'll not bother hiding anymore, you know, when I stop getting gaslighted. And targeted. But it actually is a real thing, you know. I've lost so many friends on YouTube that just totally wiped by fucking censorship. Never to be seen again. I'm just starting to remember some of them today that I've known over the last 5 years. That's sad. Anyway, 2021, what a year that has begun. And got it, you know. Last year I treated it like an adventure, you know. I'm living the apocalypse and facing witch hunting and all that. That evil non-mark square. Fuck the mask. I fucking hate masks. I've always hated masks. I hated clowns all my life. I hate it. Hello?
Hello.
Okay, guys, that's it. See you later. Bye. I've got a visitor.
You don't have to turn it off.
It's all right. No, it was a quick one anyway. I was just explaining why I'm not online anymore. Oh, it's still going.